Yo, what's good, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of TheStankCast. This is episode 23. Once again, you're going to be joined by me, Stephen Hamilton, and my co-host here, Craig Cowie. Craig, say hello to the people.
What's happening?
What's happening, everybody? It's been another... I like to say this it's been another long week. That's how I start these things. It's felt long to me because I was back at work this week. I was off, as you know, for a whole week with COVID, ran down, and then this was my first week back, and it was a hell of a first week to go back to.
Yeah, the latest finishes I've seen you
in a long time.
While, yeah,
it was a busy
crazy
weekend at work. I don't know what was going on because all the schools went back, and we didn't expect it to be that busy. But then, like on a Saturday night, we did like 80 covers, just at like between like 5 and 9 or something, and then on the Sunday we did like 102 between like 12 and 6.
Meals or tables?
People, yeah, covers.
Peoples.
So 100 people.
Peoples?
Yeah, peoples. And like we had like at the start of the day we'd maybe have like 60 people booked, and then it would just out of nowhere, because it's a pub, like it's a gastro pub. People just walk in, man. They just walk in, and the business is booming. It's really good, but it's hard, man. It was long hours. Yeah, so that was the hardest week I've had in a while. I missed all the fighting. I missed the Usyk Dubois fight. I missed the UFC card in Singapore because it was middle of the day. I saw Max got the TKO stoppage for the first time.
I missed it as well, to be fair, but yeah.
What are we talking about here?
Yeah.
Start off with me. You've had a competition this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell the people about the competition, man.
Oh, but there's not really that much to tell, to be fair, eh? Just there was a way grappling for Grappling Industries in Glasgow, and yeah, it was a good day, like.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
I'm going to try and remain humble about it. That's what.
Yeah, cheers, guys. Thanks for watching the pod. We'll catch you. Tell the people what happened.
Okay, so it was actually pretty intense. I had 11 matches over the course of the day, 4 different divisions. 2 divisions were my weight divisions for gi and no gi. 2 divisions were absolutes for gi and absolutes no gi. The absolutes no gi was all skill level, so it wasn't divided into belts. It was just everyone. But yeah, I got silver in my absolutes gi division, and I won gold in both my weight divisions.
Boom! It was a double gold and a silver. It was class, man. I'll try to put up some of the. If you send me some of the videos, I'll put up some of them in the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, come on. I want to see I want to see some of them.
Yeah, no, it was a good day. There was only 2 adults competing. It was just me and Gary from the gym that were competing, and Gary got 2 silvers as well. He got to both finals. Just got really, really solid guys in the final. So, but he done well as well.
For someone that doesn't understand, what's the difference between the absolutes?
So absolutes is like all weight divisions. So they done it slightly differently this time for no-gi, when you don't wear like the jacket, the suit. It was all skill level, so it was just anybody. So like my first match was against a purple belt, and then my second match was against a blue belt. Yeah. So, and then I lost my third one.
Which put you into the...
Yeah, so I didn't get anything for that one, but then the absolutes for the gi, it was I won 3 matches and then lost the final. But yeah, that's just all weight division. So like the first guy I got in the absolutes was 115 kilos. Oof. And then the second person I got in the absolutes was like 85 kilos or something like that.
Yeah, so you can really get a bit wide range of people and wide range of opponents in the absolutes.
Yeah, that like at the last AGP, my first match of no-gi absolutes, I was 91 kilos division. The guy that I got was an under 60 kilo fighter.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was not great. Like I had like over 30 kilos. Like,
do you feel bad going into that situation at that time? Do you feel like, do you take it easy on the kid, or do you actually like? I say kid, like
it depends. No, it's like it really depends. What like actually, like I went in and just kind of was like, yeah, no. I went in when I had that match and was just kind of like, we'll just like see how it goes. I'm obviously not gonna go like you're just trying to absolutely belly smash like somebody, but then he absolutely blast doubled me fresh off the bat. So then I was like, nah, fuck this guy then. So
okay, so you really came after it.
Yeah,
you gotta respect that.
Yeah, 100%, because you have to. If you're against somebody that much bigger, you have to just go for it, or else you'll end up stuck underneath them. So
yeah, it's the worst place to be.
Nah, it was decent. Like a lot of things learned from it anyway to go back and improve on.
So that was your first competition in a wee while, man.
Yeah, it was. The last one was what was the last one? Would have been maybe... Yeah, it would have been the last AGP, which was like the start of the year, so...
Yeah, so that's a decent, 6-7 months out from competing? Yeah.
good to get back. And I know you wanted that triple gold, but you got close enough to it.
Yeah.
Next time we get it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, just next time I'll get that one. It's just it's good. It's good getting back to it and seeing what level you're at and seeing when you are in the pot. But I
know you don't like to
actually competing. It's so much pressure, so much stress, so much anxiety. Like, yeah, it's so rough. And like, for example, we started there at like 9:05, and I think we got out at like, basically somebody from our team was on like every 5 minutes up until like maybe 3 o'clock or something like that. So it's it's a pretty intense day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the only one that puts pressure on you though. Come on.
Yeah. Not really. No, but it depends. But there's like expectations. You know what I mean?
I know you have that expectation for yourself.
You've got to keep up with some. They would maybe disagree. Like if you asked people if they had any expectations, but it feels like there is. So you just got to try and do well.
All right, you mean other people's expectations of you?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's just, like I say, they maybe don't. But you know what it's like.
You don't owe them anything anyway, man. You don't owe them a win. You know what I mean? You just go and do your best.
No, but now it means if I rock up to my next competition, I don't double gold again. I'll be like, I get it. I've gotten shiter.
Nah,
I've gotten worse.
That just means everyone around just got better.
Yeah, faster than me, which isn't.
People are working hard, and they're gonna, man. Look at the killers that you've got at the gym that are young. We've got some of the few boys in there that. I'll square up to anybody. Anybody. But there's a few boys in your gym I wouldn't square up to.
To be fair, even like they had kids divisions obviously on at this Grappling Industries, and some of them are savages. They're like tiny little kids like this big, but they're just consistently doing like perfect technique, all these moves, everything they could, and you watch them actually. This is actually more entertaining than some of the adult matches. Like they're savages. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, I sent you a few clips of like kids jumping over each other and like performing sweeps, like jumping over their heads. Like
they're just so active, and there's no. It's like there's no like fear. Like there's no, I better not do this in case this happens. They're just like like go, and it's fucking awesome.
It looks good.
It's so mental.
Yeah, I was looking for updates all the time because I was working, but I got Karis to record some videos and stuff. So hopefully you'll send them over to me and I can see them.
Yeah. Well, she recorded every match I had bar. There was only one that she missed, which was debatably one that I think was.
Don't say it was the best one.
In my opinion, I think it was the one that I displayed the most skill in. Like, not really. Like, it wasn't the longest lasting match, but it was just like dominance. A lot of the matches were sort of like back and forth, and like these things happen. Yeah, but that match it was just all me up until I subbed them. Okay. Like it was all me the whole time. So like it was the most dominating match of my day. No, this was this was my second match of the no-gi absolutes.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
Because I thought I was going to go into that and it was going to be like, my first match will be a purple belt, so it's fine, like I'll get beat, but it'll be like a warm-up for the day, if you know what I mean. Then it's a pressureless beat, because obviously it doesn't matter if I lose because he's like a higher level sort of thing. And then I won, and then I was like, okay. So I was like, this is fine, then we'll go again. And then I got the second guy and I won again, and then I was like, this is becoming bittersweet now. I was like this is great, like getting into there. I was like, but God, I've got 3 other divisions to do. I'm gonna be fucked.
Yeah. It's a lot of matches in one day, man.
Yeah. Then I got beat by a guy that's like a good blue belt that competes a lot, and then I got him in my fucking got him again in like the second match of like my gi division, and luckily managed to win. Well, not luckily, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I managed to beat him in the second match, so I was like, thank fuck for that. So
the thing is, we're going into competitions like. You put a lot of pressure on yourself, and there's expectations from other people on you. But a lot of the time, like with competitions, you don't know how your opponent's feeling either. Like it's all about who feels better on the day. You know what I mean? A lot of it is like confidence on the day, how you're feeling that day. Because some people can wake up the day and just not be feeling it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's not necessarily that you've went and won double gold and stuff. It doesn't mean you're better than everybody else there. You know what I mean? It just means
on that day
when you were on form and you were doing what you needed to do that day.
Yeah.
It's just getting yourself in the right headspace to compete. That's it.
Yeah, it is. It's difficult. I think I've got quite a big problem as well of just always making the assumption that whoever I'm going to be against is definitely going to be some like
better than you,
savage total tank guy and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to end up losing this or something like that. But yeah, this one, it wasn't too bad.
Well, you need to compete a little bit more because you'll get that out of your head. Surely,
yeah, and
more.
It's just good. Like there was a couple of things that I knew that I had sort of like issues with that could do with some work, but it's just good seeing like where you need to do the work on, you know what I mean? So I can go back, I can work on something, then I can make sure that the bits that I slipped up on this last time I don't slip up on again. So it's good for that. Like,
so how come it was just the two of you competing from the gym?
Just because there was other people that were in, but then they had like prior engagements that they couldn't do, so they couldn't show up, or like so they were working and stuff like that. And like Karis and Jamie, for example, like they were both in, but they just couldn't get matched. Like there was
that's
nobody
what I
else
was.
in for
That's what I was
for them.
thinking for them too.
It's just annoying. It's mostly you get that for the girls. Like they quite often find that as an issue. But it was annoying because when Jamie got there, Jamie's a purple belt, and there was 3 other girls there that were all purple belts her weight. So, but they just hadn't put in, like they just hadn't entered, but they were there watching it. It's like,
why?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So it's like if they'd just been entered, then it could have been a division of 4 of them, which would have actually been
some
like
of them might have
decent.
been hurt or injured or something, you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Could be anything.
But yeah, it's just so it's difficult sometimes getting matches. But for the guys, it was mostly just like they ended up not being able to go for one reason or another.
No, that's fair. Well, that was probably the best thing that happened this week.
Yeah.
And you didn't even think, anyway. Yeah, definitely. It was the best part of mine as well.
Yeah.
see when Karis texted me saying it's just double golded, I was like punching the air in the kitchen and I was like, "You just want a bet?" No.
You sent me a message being like, what was it? You were like, "You're a fucking animal" or something. I was like,
"Let's go!"
yeah, like, let's go.
You're a fucking animal, savage man. No, I love it, man. I love it. I was just glad I couldn't see it.
Like I say, I'll send you the videos after. I'll send you the videos of my matches, or at least my good ones. I'll send you the ones I win.
Don't worry, I'll pick the best one and put it up.
Well, to be fair, I went 8-3. It was 8 wins, 3 losses.
All right, okay.
Day, so it was actually pretty decent.
Yeah, it's not bad overall. Overall record. What is that? 60%?
Fuck knows.
70%?
Ask me things I can't answer right now.
Huh. Sorry. That was probably the best thing that happened for us personally. But if you go into let's talk a little bit boxing now.
Okay.
Right. I didn't get to see the fight in full, but I've watched a little bit of the highlights, and I didn't watch them all either because I was really tired and I fell asleep. But the low blow I've seen from Usyk and Dubois, I'm talking about here.
Yes, yeah.
This is the fight that happened in Poland. It was the closest place they could to Ukraine because obviously Ukraine's going through war. They couldn't fight there. In my opinion,
are they both from Ukraine? Like,
no.
Where's the other one from?
Dubois. He's from England.
Oh, is he really? Oh,
yeah, he's English.
Okay.
He's only 25 as well.
Right.
The young fighter. In round 5, he lands a body shot that was classed as that put Usyk down, and it would have counted him out, but it got classed as a low blow by the referee. And now, over social media and everything, everyone's going mental about it, debating it. Tony Bellew and that are all debating it online. BJ Flores and that's having quite big opinions on it. These all big boxers, all talking about it. I don't really know what to think about it, to be honest. Like, part of me thinks that Usyk isn't that type of fighter that would go for a call that would. If he got hit, if he got hit low, I'm sure he probably did. But from the pictures, it looks like it hits him on the belt line, which is quite high for Usyk as well.
I didn't think Usyk would be that type of guy either to to obviously try and blame it on being something else. And I when I first seen it, I 100% thought body shot because it catches him just below that band bit, but they always have that band bit up really quite high.
Yeah. And
it looks like it was a bit too high in this, that, and the next thing. But then you see some pictures, and it's like of a picture of Usyk standing after the boxing match, and the top of the band's below his belly button.
Yeah.
So if you think about that, if the top of the band's below his belly button, you've got the band, and then it lands a bit short, like that would be a proper low blow. So. But it's hard, like you don't know if maybe that's all gone and it's been like pull the shorts down, like the, you know what I mean? It's hard.
It all depends on the rule of the law is that it's below the navel cavity, which is like the belly button area, isn't it?
Yeah.
So and on the belt line is there.
Yeah, I think they've got
such a hard one. I
seen a guy saying that in the rules it said if they land a shot that's like below, as you said, below that, then it's classed as a low blow. Low blow regardless. And it did land below that, so...
Yeah, that was the outcome that I saw a lot of people saying. Facts are facts. That's what Tony Bellew was saying. Facts are facts.
The rules
are the rules. Yeah. To be honest, I thought when my first initial instinct was clean shot, he should have a new champ, but...
Who was winning up until that time? Have you seen like the highlights even?
Yeah, I've seen like the first. I saw up until that point. But I think Usyk was winning most of the fight.
Was he?
He was winning most of the fight.
Okay.
Yeah. Dubois had his moments, but Usyk was ducking and weaving and moving pretty well. He was kept moving to his right a lot. Usyk kept moving to his right a lot, and then he would deliberately move to the power hand. He's moving to the right to move away from the backhand of Dubois, and then he was deliberately moving to the left maybe 3-4 times. He was baiting him in, and then he would throw that overhand. Usyk's waiting for it. He's just bang over with the left hook,
right
over the top. He was doing it 5-6 times every round, and it just kept. It was really impressive. And eventually Usyk got the stoppage. Dubois went down on one knee, got up on 10 for some reason. I don't know why he waited the whole 10, but he gave up on one knee. I think he thought he should have won from that shot that he had. He was complaining afterwards, but Usyk was class. Like, have you seen any of the...
Wait, so you're saying Usyk dropped him? Usyk
dropped him with a body shot.
But I thought he lost... I thought it was called because of a low blow.
No, it wasn't called because of a low blow, no. The shot that Dubois threw at Usyk that hit him on the band, they called it as a low blow. Like, they called the shot as a low blow, so Usyk got 5 minutes to heal.
Oh, I thought that ended the fight.
No,
I thought that's why it got he does a low. I thought he caught him. He got a low blow,
no,
so he got DQ'd
Usyk,
or something
Usyk
like
went
that.
The 5 minutes to recover, and then Usyk went on to win the rest of the fight again.
So everyone's freaking out just because they gave him 5 minutes to recover.
Yeah.
Fucking, that's not that big a controversy.
Come on.
I thought that's fucking... It's a big deal for that, but I thought that ended the fight, and that's why it's been such a big deal.
That would be a bigger deal. But then, I think Usyk kind of puts it to bed when he goes on and then puts him down later in the round.
Yeah, if he goes along and then like fucking KOs, like
he didn't kill him. He put him down with a body shot, and the boy stayed down. Like he could have got up. It looked like he could have got up, and he did get up.
Fuck it.
He's only young. He's only 25, and Usyk was class afterwards. Obviously he didn't see it, but he came up to him and he gave him like a pep talk. The boy was like saying he was in tears at Dubois, and Usyk was just like, it's boxing, man. He was like, it's not dancing or that. We don't play. It's like you go out way, you get better, you learn from this, and you come again. You're young. You're 25. It's boxing. Usyk's such a class champion. He really is, man. He'll fight. He'll fight anybody. He's moved up 2 weight divisions. He's fighting heavyweights. He's waiting on the Fury fight. I think Fury might be the only person that stops him. Might be.
Fury's really good at keeping the range, and
Fury doesn't get knocked out.
He's fucking. What is he? He's like 6'9". Fury. Fury's like 6'9". I watched.
6'8", but yeah, maybe.
Have you seen that documentary?
I haven't seen that. No.
Watch that shit.
I got put off that
every episode.
It was going to be like the Kardashian thing, and I was
it's not. I watched every episode of it, and me and her watched every episode in the space of like 2 days. And honestly, mate, slamming, absolutely unbelievable.
I didn't have time. I was back to work. I'll get on that after. I've got my day off tomorrow, so.
It made me like, is it John Fury?
Yeah.
The dad. Like, I used to, like, I liked him a bit, but sometimes also you think, like, he's just a bit of, like, a pure Jippo, like, weirdo. Like, he's just aggro and shit.
I love him.
Watch this and you'll love him even fucking more.
I love him so much.
Like, honestly, he's actually, watching it has turned me from not being arsed with him to being a fan. Like, I like him.
Yeah, he's now on Twitter. Have you seen it?
Is he really?
Yeah, he's now on X, yeah.
He's funny. You know when he ripped his shirt off at the...
Yes, at the Tommy fight.
Yeah. So there's a bit where he brings that up and he ripped his shirt off, and after he talking, they're obviously doing an interview with him, and he's like, obviously for this show, and he's like, in my head, I've ripped my shirt off and I looked how I did when I was 25. He was like, and then I seen the cameras after and I went, oh, yikes. And he was like, might need to do some dips and some push-ups and sort that out then, eh? But it was like, just the way he put it across was hilarious. I was like, okay, fair play. I thought you were just like... the fact that he's seen that and gone, oh god, what a fucking idiot. Like, I was like, okay, I actually quite like you. Yeah, like, that's fair. Like, you're not just a fucking fud. Like, you've...
Tyson put up a video of him working out at like 5 in the morning in his house or something.
Yeah.
Comes downstairs and Big John's just doing crunches on the floor.
Yeah.
And then Tyson's butt naked. All he says to him is, get your cock away, man.
Yeah, because he does. They're always working out and stuff like that. And he's like, starts like fucking pull down the full stack of the weights and nothing like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bit where he goes to like pull it and the rope snaps and he falls off the back of the bench and they got like Big John Fury and they're all just laughing at me. Mate, you need to watch it. It's so funny.
I have to watch it.
It's so funny.
Okay, fair enough. That I might have to get onto that. He was at the obviously he was at the KSI Tommy Fury press conference.
I think this one with Dennis as well.
About that. Yeah. Did we speak about that last week?
Not the most recent one. The recent one where he like he brought the cake
press
and
conference.
like that.
Yeah.
He brought the cake of Dylan Dennis killed on the floor.
Yeah.
Dylan was on, like, he was just shredding his bird again.
Yeah.
It was fucking good.
Yeah, Logan was like...
Because John, again, smashed up the whole joint,
Yeah.
like, started kicking fuck out the place.
So Logan Paul brought in a cake of Dylan Dennis knocked out on the canvas.
Mhm.
And then he starts going, yeah, we're gonna pass out this cake, everyone can have a piece of this cake. And Dylan just chimes in, yeah, like your fiance.
Yeah.
He's been passed out enough as well. He was slaying on that conference, to be fair.
Yeah, he
Dylan
was. He what was it he said? He was on about his... Oh, I can't remember. He said something about, like, 75... Oh, I can't remember. It was fucking hilarious, yeah. But it was part of that when he said, like, oh, we'll pass this around. And he was like, oh, like, your bird's been passed around. And
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
like,
She's like, she's had...
she's
she's been with like 75 men before you or something.
Yeah, because have you seen there's a meme of a gif or a meme going around, and it's of like this bus full of these guys, and then it's like Logan Paul, and everyone's talking about his bird, and he's standing up, he's like, she's beautiful to me.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
So
yeah.
good.
That's so good.
Yeah.
But that was a really good press conference, and John Fury actually won the press conference because he smashed up the stage, man. So KSI shouts, he starts going mad. He stands up, he goes, not KSI, John Fury stands up and goes, I'm a machine, me. Can any man here say that? He just starts screaming in his gypsy voice, man. He's like, let's start talking boxing. And then KSI asks him why Fury's not fighting Usyk. And he just smashes the place up, man. Kicks all over all the tables.
KSI ends up trying to get him because he, like, boots his table at him and everything
Nah,
like that.
I think somebody somebody launches something at KSI. I think Dylan launched water on him or something. And KSI tried to get him or something.
It was, I think Logan had thrown a bottle of Prime as well at
Yeah,
Danis. I think Danis threw the bottle of Prime back and it almost hit KSI, and that's when KSI went mental. Because I've seen a little video of the backing about that, Dylan, like, throwing it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's funny seeing the turnaround because people used to quite like Dylan, and then everyone just hated him because it was just like, obviously, like,
Then they're turning around
McGregor,
again.
like, absolute just McGregor bum boy, like, all this and next thing, and now everyone's been like, actually, now you're funny.
Yeah. But he seems to get, like, he's really good online. He's really good at the online troll. But in person, I've seen the clip where he's like, they're talking about Jake Paul, and Dylan, like, KSI and Tommy Fury are talking about Jake Paul. And Dylan chimes in, going, defend your brother, Logan. Defend your Logan, brother. So he just gets, like, he's just a bit slow in the heat. He does it all the time in a lot of his interviews. He's like, it's funny though.
Fuck, Logan won't defend his brother, man. It's fucking, they've got a shite brotherhood, them.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, it's awful.
Their
They
relationship's
clearly
a
want
bit
each other
weird,
to
man.
fail, which is awful.
I don't think Jake wants him to fail.
Fair. But
I think
Logan
Logan's
clearly
just
doesn't like Jake
envious
doing
of his
too
little
well,
brother. He's trying to little bro him, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Doesn't want his little
always.
brother
That's
to
exactly.
succeed.
He's
Yeah.
always trying to little brother on.
Yeah.
He's always like, oh, that's cute, Jake.
Yeah.
You just do your thing.
Well, Logan, in all fairness, I think Logan is the star of that family. Jake might be, like, more well known in the MMA community and boxing and all that, but I think in a wider space, Logan is more liked and perceived
I think
better in a public image than Jake is.
Yeah, I think Logan's fan bit, like, some people like him, some people don't like him, whereas just most people don't like Jake Paul.
Yeah,
Like, in general, no one really likes him.
yeah, but I don't think, like, the boys they should just use that, but they clearly have. But I don't really know why, because Logan, obviously with that scamming people with the crypto thing.
Yeah, Danis brought that up to him as well.
Oh, that's been going on for like a year and a half, 2 years now.
He said, why don't you
pay back the people you scam from cryptos? And he was like, I'm
say
working
to him?
on it,
Yeah,
Dylan.
he was like, why don't you pay this? He was like, why don't you pay the people back you scammed the cryptos? Like, I'm working on it, Dylan.
Yeah. And then the community was like going on about the community notes. He was like,
Was he?
Yeah, so like, did you see that on X? No.
No.
So Dylan posted something about Logan posted something, and then Dylan replied to about him scamming people on cryptos, and then the community notes on X popped up underneath it saying, Dylan Dennis has also been caught stealing $5,000 from his fans, like, repeatedly.
I did actually, yeah.
So that was funny. Twitter went back on Dylan Dennis. That was pretty funny.
Twitter's quite good, to be fair. Kudos to Twitter for that.
I like the community notes, to be honest.
Like, calling out shit,
I'm a big fan of the community
fact
notes.
checking, just like that.
Yeah. But Dylan has scammed a lot of people as well, man.
fucking right.
He's like, I would release this picture of Nina if I get to 4 million likes. Just Google it, man. You're sure that you're getting all your pictures from... If you're getting all your pictures from Google, just Google it.
Yeah,
if they're public.
I literally seen him just today. He posted on his Instagram, and it's a video of her being like, I don't know what it must be from one of her social medias from years ago, but she's just like lying on her bed, and she's just like, it just feels so like I don't like it that I've just not had anything in me in a while. And then he's like, He's just like Dylan posted that clip on his Instagram, just be like, that's a shame or something like that. Or, unfortunate. I need to find what it is. I fucking went to reach for my phone again and it's there.
Right there.
Oh, let me get that.
It's so savage though. Just imagine being in Logan Paul's shoes with that. Imagine being in that
She's
situation.
beautiful to me. That's every time. That's all I imagine.
But she is
being
stunning
like
though.
that.
She is stunning though. But like, and then you must be thinking, man, I've hit the lottery. I've got this stunning, beautiful model fiance, and then he's probably knew none of this history. You know what I mean? He might
Well,
know.
he probably knows it because I think he'll
might know
these
pieces
'cause
and
you've
parts.
seen all the pictures of it. It's not like it's like hidden.
Yeah, but you don't. It's not like you go. It's not, how many models do you follow that you follow every guy that they get a fucking picture with? You know what I mean? He's probably just met the model. He didn't know all these relationships. She might not even been in the relationships with the people.
Well, I think some people are just photos.
Photos,
and
I
stuff
know,
too, and
like
Dylan's
LeBron
obviously
one.
making it out
Yeah,
to
yeah,
be
of course. But there has been a lot of relationships, and like just to see these types of videos, whereas Mrs. is lying on her bed going, "I've not had something."
Yeah,
in
no, I've
me."
just not had anything in me. And you'd be
it's
like,
just-
"Wow, you're such a whore."
Yeah, man, it's just no, man.
Because he said that she. Yeah, when Logan was on about her having, he was like, our apartment's probably worth more than your whole life, and he was like, Leonardo DiCaprio bought her it.
Yeah, that's so good.
God,
that's so good.
That's so wrong.
Holy shit!
What? That's a spider.
That's a big boy.
That is.
The-
That's hench. That's a fucking dog, man.
The shadow on that made it look twice as big, so I'm about half as scared as I was when I first saw that. Okay, I'm more scared at moving.
It's gone behind the fucking foam things in the walls. I'll never know where it is. That's terrifying.
That's absolutely fantastic. Anyway, what else happened?
The
What were we
UFC
talking
was
about?
the only other thing, but we didn't really watch that.
No, I didn't really watch that either. I saw the KO of Holloway.
First
But,
in 5 years.
Yeah. First in 5 years, which is class for Holloway, and it was such a good reception for Zombie when he left. You know, did you see that?
I still need to watch it back. I seen the oh fucking hell! I seen that they played Zombie when he was going out or something like that.
Cranberries, yeah, they played Zombie, and the whole crowd was singing.
Oh yeah,
Zombie.
I need to actually.
Yeah, it was
that
good.
one, Zombie.
Yeah, that one. They were
I'll
all
need to
singing
rewatch
that.
it.
It was really good, man. Yeah, he was crying as he left the octagon. I don't even think he should retire, man. He's done.
How old is he? You can't. No, actually, that's going to
Maybe-
come across really racist if I say that. But
I
a
know
lot
you
of
did,
those
did
more-
ya?
it's hard to tell the age of.
I think he's 38 or something.
people
I
from
want to
that
say he's about that age.
area of the world.
Asia.
Yeah, Asians.
China.
China.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's like 14 or 84.
he's
I'm not
30,
sure.
36. He's 36.
36?
Yeah. 18 or 34. just heard that. Yeah,
That's
he's
mad.
36. What's his record?
I don't know. Where is he even from? Which country is it? He's not Chinese. Where is
South
it?
Korea.
South Korea.
South Korea, yeah. Oh, I didn't know. I was wondering, see, every time when it came up, Holloway versus the Korean Zombie, I was like,
Yeah.
why don't they use his name? Like, I know that's his fighting nickname.
Yeah.
But they don't say if it's just Poirier fighting, they don't go the Diamond versus
Yeah.
the Notorious. You know what I mean?
I don't know. He's always been like that.
I know. I was just wondering why they never used his name.
What does it say his actual name is?
Chang Sung Jung.
Chang Sung Jung.
Yeah. But
Because he's the
Obviously
only
he's more
UFC
marketable.
fighter that when he's fighting,
it's
his name actually says Zombie. It doesn't say.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm
he's
saying.
the only one like that.
But he's probably a lot more marketable because people, without being disrespectful, it's harder to remember a name like Jang Sung Jung.
Yeah, you don't remember that, but you'll remember the Korean Zombie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for Western people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just is, which is that really close-minded of all of us. But it is.
Funny though. What's his record?
What's his record? I don't actually know.
Chang Sung Young. Some young guy.
Krimov. He's 17-8. I didn't think he had that many losses.
17-8.
I feel like he's got another 4 years in him. He does, man. He looked good. He still looked good against Max. Getting knocked out by Max is no fucking slant on your record. It's not, man. Max Holloway is one of the best strikers in the UFC.
Pillow Hands Holloway.
Nah, come on. What if he's added power to his game? What if he's been away working on
Did
that?
you see him? He looked like.
No, I didn't actually see it, to be fair.
Like when I seen him, even when he
Who?
was fighting, fucking Holloway.
Oh, did he?
I know he's always like a proper skinny dude, but he looked fucking frail,
Yeah, but
which is weird.
you don't need to be built to throw. I know it helps.
I'm fully aware. No, I'm fully aware, and the reason why his cardio and shit's so good is because he's not got that high a muscle level. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but the technique, and you can add power in different ways.
he just always looks very just.
breakable.
Yeah, he just looks, and obviously he's not because he fucking
He's
obviously the performance he
unbreakable.
put on, but like, yeah, he just looks a bit.
Holloway's class, man. I
yeah,
love Holloway.
Like just
really
need some
do.
more get up a weight division. Just,
Yeah, you
but what? Nah, he tried that. He fought Poirier
Yeah, he
at
did, didn't he?
155, and it didn't go well for him.
Was
Because
that not
he's
quite
got
a quick
he's got
turnaround?
Nah, but he's got little power at 145. Never mind 155. At 155, he's not. He doesn't have the power to KO on people. Like,
But I thought I saw something about him going and working on his power.
well, see, I thought that they'd said that he was going to be working on his strength, but then I seen a picture of him where they had him like at that fight, and then a picture of him from 5 years ago, and he doesn't look any bigger. He doesn't look any musclier. He doesn't look any bigger. He doesn't look anything. He just looks exactly the same. Just anything. His face just looks a little bit more like
Mangled.
skeletal.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a shame, man. I really enjoy Max. So if
I
he
like
had
Max as well. I know I've just sat there and absolutely fucking roasted
roasted
him.
him.
But,
I really do
actually
enjoy
really like
watching
him as
Max
well.
fight. He's definitely one of the most entertaining fighters on the card.
I'm the best boxer in the UFC.
Oh, that was
was
such
sick.
a sick moment. I'm the best boxer, both.
Yeah, I was head to toe and fucking like, what's it called? Fucking, when your hair goes like that.
What?
When your hair stands up
Goosebumps.
on end. Goosebumps. That's
Yeah,
what I was
yeah,
head
yeah.
to toe and goosebumps when that was happening. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god.
Yeah, it was such
Unreal.
a sick moment. What
Sorry,
else
I've
was I gonna say?
segued again.
No, it's fine. I was going to go on to talk about talking about like most exciting fighters in the UFC.
Mm-hmm.
I know we spoke about him the other week, but for me, right, the most marketable and likable person in the UFC is O'Malley right now, 100% for me.
Yeah.
So it's O'Malley for me because he's so cocky but humble at the same time. Like if you listen to if you watch like one podcast he's on, just one, maybe not his own one because he's talking with his mates, but if you go watch any other podcast where he's speaking to anybody else, he's so humble, he's down to earth, he's just like he seems like a sound guy, and also the fighting style is mad. It's
It is
so
mad.
fun.
It's so good.
It's so fun to watch. He's so technical. It's what fans want to see as well. Knockout strikes. A lot of times, like UFC get people complaining about people holding wrestling, whatever. You don't get that with O'Malley. You get people trying to do it to him. We haven't seen anybody really get a hold of him and hold him down like that yet.
Yeah, I think the only thing he, like I say, you've seen him do is maybe like slow up in the flashy stuff, like in the Peter Yan fight, but it needs to happen. You know what I mean? You
When
can't
you're fighting
expect
the top
to be
guy.
like that all, especially with the thing you just there as well. Obviously, barely landed any
Sterling,
strikes.
yeah.
In the first round. Fucking hell. It's been a long day.
It's been a long week competing for you.
Yeah,
I'll allow it.
Yeah, I'm still not. I got home and it wasn't until last night. I was like lying on the sofa and my forearms were just like basically locked solid. I was like, every time I tried to stretch them, I felt like they were ripping to pieces. I was like only like say last night did my arms starting to like feel the effects of it and stuff like that. Yeah, it was awful. I felt like a cripple.
That's bad. That normally only happens when the missus is gone, right?
Yeah, I know. But it's just one hand, so.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Need to change up.
Not that well endowed, mate. What can I say?
But anyway, back to the UFC.
Yeah, you were saying about O'Malley obviously being the most exciting and being the most marketable, but all of a sudden since he's won this title belt, everyone's started going, really going in on him about this whole thing that he said was about his partner, about he gets to sleep with anybody because he basically pays for everything. He can cheat on his missus because he pays for all the bills and he pays for them, but she's not allowed to because obviously she's not making the money and stuff like that. She's just. The
Is she
mum.
not allowed to?
No. It's just him. Because he's the one that's making all the money, and he's like needs to let off the steam and things like that because he's the one that's like providing. She's just obviously just there looking after the kid in the house.
That's mad.
Yeah, it's mad day. So he's been getting some heat, I believe, about that. Like
I miss a lot when I'm at work. You know, I miss a lot of this stuff when I'm at work. That's rough.
I've been seeing stories of it everywhere. People on, but O'Malley says he can cheat on his girlfriend because he pays all the bills and he makes all the money. I
did see a clip of that actually.
Yeah, it's been going about everywhere.
No, I didn't see a clip of the sorry, I saw like a post of it.
Because there's a video of him coming where he's like pissed, and he's after he won.
Yeah.
And he's like coming through this hotel lobby, and he stops him. He's like, guys, he's absolutely pissed. He's like, guys, get in the walkout. He's like, I was just what is it, the word they use? Basically just necking on with this like girl. So I was just necking on with this girl and she told me to turn around and stop me. He said, my dog needs surgery tomorrow. He's like, I don't give a fuck about your dog, and then just walks away.
I saw that.
And then obviously because of that, and then people found interviews where he's like been on podcasts talking about it. He's been like, sometimes you just need to blow off a little bit of steam. He was like, rather than going and doing it behind her back, he's like, every now and again I'll just do it. He was like, I'll just do it, and she's just okay with it. Like, it's not great, but like it stops me from fucking around. If he's like it just means like I go off, I blow some steam and it's out my system, and then it's fine. And he's like, so that's why. But obviously she doesn't get to, because
man, he's just young.
Yeah,
He's just young, man.
it's crazy.
When he gets a bit older, surely he's going to stop all that. You would think.
Yeah, you would think so.
Like, I can understand his frame of mind when he thinks like that, and to probably be in that situation where he's probably right. I'll try and break it down. It's if as if I was in his shoes, right? He's probably in love with that woman, Danny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's probably in love with Danny, right? But being with her from such a young age, having a child, right, and being this, he's top of the world, man.
Yeah,
he's champion.
He is the best fighter of his weight division in the world. Do you know what I mean?
He's the champion of the UFC.
Debatably the most famous person in the UFC right now.
Yeah, debatably, yeah, debatably for sure. He's in that mindset of rockstar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for it would take an unbelievable amount of willpower and brain power to control yourself to be with one person your whole life while riding that absolutely amazing wave of fame, the highs and everything. It would be so intense for him to just focus. And maybe it might center some people, but you can see O'Malley with the way he does stuff. He's wild. His fighting's wild. His hair's wild. His tattoos are wild. His everything he does is a bit mad.
Like you're saying,
you know
in the
I mean?
position that he's in now, where obviously he's such a big, well-known name, and he's like out there all the time. Like, he's going to find himself in even more positions in which this comes up, the potential for that comes up, and then it's more like self-control to, like, if you know what I mean, like
for him, right? It's probably like the fact that he can do it, right, is a weight off his mind, as in he doesn't need to control himself in that sense. Yeah,
it's not be like, oh, this thing I shouldn't do. Oh my god, I shouldn't. Yeah, it's like, I could if I want. So,
yeah,
like,
and it probably surely it'll slow down once he gets older, and once he's done it enough, he won't feel the need to do it anymore.
Yeah.
It's probably just not the best thing for his daughter to hear. You know what I mean? I saw an interview of him saying that she was in an accident one time. She was in an accident, but I love her. You know, didn't plan it. And it's just like, that's the type of guy O'Malley is. Like, you just say that kind of stuff.
But like I said, that's only hurtful, I suppose, if you don't really understand it. Like, most people are mistakes. You know what I mean? Like, fucking.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Not a lot of people get planned for.
Yeah, like to be like, oh my god, so you mean you didn't plan to have me? Like, no, I didn't. Like, it was probably a mistake, but most people are. Like, most kids, that's how it works out.
Well, can't relate.
Like, you just. Well, my brother was the mistake. I was brought along to be his friend, and then we didn't like each other, so it's fine.
We love each other now.
Yeah.
No, but like, so he does say these kind of things, Sean. He does say like wild stuff.
Yeah.
And to be in that, like, the people that are judging him and saying these type of things, like, oh my god, he cheats on his missus, whatever. You're not in a situation. You not put yourself in that situation. You can never imagine being in that situation. So you don't have the right to comment on it, to be honest. How would you deal in that situation? You would probably do a lot worse than he's fucking doing, to be honest.
Like you say, you can almost to a certain level see his logic, in a sense of when he says that it's like he just does it and is honest about it, rather than a lot of people who'll just go around cheating. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people that'll just go about
and
like,
pretend they're the best people,
exactly.
and they're in a loving relationship.
He's just being openly honest, like, yep, every now and again I do it and I blow my thingy dove, and then that's it. Like, it gets out of my head and then I can just focus, sort of thing. But
it's just,
at the same time, they do
say
not
that
in an
open relationship?
The whole part, I don't know. It doesn't sound like it, because she's not allowed. I don't think she's allowed to go elsewhere.
I don't. I feel like I saw a podcast where he said she does.
There's also a lot to be said for what's the word? Like, the basic morality that you get from having that kind of self-control, from even knowing that you should or shouldn't, and you can or can't, just not doing it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that a big part of having the self-control to do that's partly what obviously like builds morality as a male.
Yeah.
So I can understand where he's coming from, but at the same time, like, you know how you're saying it will calm down. Like if it doesn't, like where does that end? Like what does that like? Because eventually that causes problems.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Eventually that causes problems. And he even admitted it's not like his missus is like all fine with it. It's like she just is like, okay, well if it needs to happen, do you know what I mean? Like eventually that's going to be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's.
So it's like you've got to try and work off where the trade off is on that. Like at what point?
That comes down to the
relationship,
relationship, doesn't it?
Not doing it. And the amount of like the trust and the thingy that comes with not doing it counteract the amount of avoided hassle from the desire to do it. You know what I mean? Like creeping up and causing problems elsewhere. If you know what I mean? Like
yeah, but the only person
is it better for the relationship for her to let that happen, and for him to blow off steam every now and again for what it's going to cause in the long term, or is it better for him to just?
The only person who can judge that is the girl, though. It's Danny. She's the only, if she's like if she's really not okay with it.
Yeah.
Then she would do something,
and you'll never know because I feel like it's probably like McGregor and his wife. Like he's definitely like cheating on her and stuff, and she's just like, see, like it looks like she's just okay with it. Like she's just like, well, you know, but I can't really trade the life I've got. Like my life's too good to complain about that sort of thing. But then it's like that surely gets to you in time. Like that surely eventually, even if you pretend to be okay with it, causes bother. Maybe people are just considerably more secure than I am. Maybe I'm just mad insecure, but like that's
maybe
like
but
I can't even imagine like.
You look at another story.
To be okay with it to begin with.
Look at it from another story. Did you see the Steve Harvey story? That his wife was apparently cheating on him. Steve Harvey, you know, the American talk show host.
Yeah. Oh, he's fucking
amazing guy.
Yeah, he's
the guy
a
with
legend,
the mustache.
man.
He does the
all he does
family
is preaches
feuds
about how amazing his wife is as well.
Yeah, he did this whole speech about how you treat women and all that. Apparently, I'm not sure if it's real, if it's true or not, but because I tried to find stuff about it and I couldn't really. But community notes again on Twitter came up saying that this is just rumour and that it's not been confirmed. But apparently she was been cheating on him with a bodyguard and a personal assistant.
Oh, mad. Steve Harvey as well. That guy's a fucking legend.
Yeah.
Oh, mad.
But and then there's loads of clips like she was on Family Feud when he was hosting it. So he was hosting it. It was his family that was competing. They came up and it was like a question like... what was the question? She came up and it was, name something you would trade your man. We asked 100 women, name something you would trade your man for. And she was like, a pool boy. That was her first answer. Straight bang, pool boy, straight away.
So his wife did that?
Yeah, his wife did that. And he was just like, what?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was obviously it's a joke, but you can. There's always
evidently not.
a lot of the time there's a little bit of truth in jokes.
Yeah,
you know
gotta
what I mean?
be like, that was fast. Why so fast?
Yeah, exactly. So it's different. Like Steve Harvey preaches all this about how well you treat women and everything like that. What happens when it's on the other side?
That's the thing. They always say that. They always say that, like, obviously. That men are obviously either find it more difficult to or aren't as capable of like love as what women are, and then it's like, fuck, Abdi's just doing shit wrong.
Everyone's different, man.
Everyone's fucking doing wrong shit. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem to matter like male or women. Like fucking, you just get fucking bad people and good people. Not even that. You just get people like people do dumb shit regardless whether they're male or women. You know what I mean? It just seems to be like people are doing this shit.
You can't define it because of your sexuality and that.
Yeah.
Or your gender. Like people I was just about to say, by the way, people that are going fucking mad at the women, saying that, like, you can go mad at the women, whatever, but they're like, then calling it upon all women. You know what I'm saying? This is why men are hurt or broken or whatever. Saying this is why all men are all this kind of stuff. Shut up, man. One woman. You know what I mean? All men are depressed because of one woman. I like Steve Harvey. I don't like him that much to get that woman depressed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think all women are like that just because that one woman's done it.
Not at all. But it's the same as you get it in both ways.
Of course.
Like people always say the same about all men. It's like all men are this and all men are that. It's like, well, maybe just no bad men. Like
it's all about things are all circumstantial, man.
Yeah.
You meet people at the wrong time. And
I seen somebody said a perfect thing. They were like,
he might preach all you know, but
not that I'm saying you don't get it at all, because I've even used it myself. But like, there was a guy that said about toxic masculinity. He was like, "There's no such thing." He was like, "There's just toxic people.
Yeah.
And some of them happen to be quite masculine."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like, you get toxic people that have all sorts of attributes. You get incredibly feminine people that are still super toxic. You get very masculine people that are toxic. He's like, you don't get these things. You just get shitty fucking people.
Yeah.
And some of them happen to have some characteristics. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's just spotting them, innit? It's just spotting the difference.
Yeah, but then shitty people are usually like not clever about it as well, but like they usually know what they're doing as well.
Sneaky,
so it's hard to tell when shitty people are shitty people because they're sneaky about being shitty people.
Yeah, it's very true. It's a lot of the time you find that out just through experience. You live life and you find that out through experience, and then you realise the type of people to avoid.
Yeah,
because you see characteristics in it.
Yeah.
The older you get, you know what I mean. With the more
you see that like your parents. My mum always used to, like, not necessarily about like people like that, but just people in general. If my mum was like, you can see how your adults spot it quicker. Yeah, and mum would be like, "Oh, that person's a bit this," and you're like, "No, they're fine."
Nah,
and then
that's
like
my friend.
2 years later, you're like,
"You were right, man.
That fucker." I'm like, "Mom."
You
were right. Yeah, it's like
it's weird. Looking back, you can. It's weird. It's weird that you can see that in your own life as well. Because I know my mum did that a few times with a few people I brought into the house.
Yeah, it's weird when you start to get older as well. When you like, you start picking up on it yourself, and you're like, fuck, like years
especially
ago.
Especially if it's like a girl.
Yeah, you're like, I would not have noticed that years ago.
See if you bring a girl back or something, and you know your mum goes, nah. Nope.
I don't know about this one. You're like, I'm still.
Yeah. If mum's shaking her head, you know it's not a winner, man. You know what I mean? Just by the hello, get out my house. Yeah. It's only happened twice.
You little tart.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
What's happened to you twice?
Right, has, man. Moving on.
My mum's never done that, to be fair.
Segued again. Not in front of them. My mum's done it in front of them. Nearly thrown them down the stairs. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. That's a joke. She's never done that. We segued a lot again.
Yeah. That was usually my fault.
No. That was I went from the O'Malley thing to the Steve Harvey thing.
You did. Yeah, you did.
But going back to the O'Malley thing, still, even with all I know people are getting at him for the things he said. But that blows over in a month.
Oh yeah, for sure.
In a month, you know what I mean? He is for me the one that gets people talking the most. As in, like, you can sell fights around him. And that he might not be the number one pound for pound Volkanovski. You know what I mean? He might not be the absolute animal or the John Jones. But he's still young as hell as well,
aura,
man.
The personality,
everything,
the fighting style, just everything about him is very marketable. Yeah,
and even all the stuff he does outside of it, like when he's doing
his Instagram videos and are just
his YouTube channel is
hilarious.
Amazing as well. You know what I mean? He's got a funny YouTube.
Yeah. Did you send me the video of the? Was it you that sent me on when he done on Instagram and he was like, I don't like sharing my secrets with everybody because I'm going to show you how I train for this punch, and he's just like running backwards relentlessly through the right
He's
side.
got the fanny packs and that
yeah. Some of them are hilarious.
He's really funny, man. He's really funny.
He's just a weirdo, but in a funny way. Like, it's great.
Yeah. I can imagine he's quite intense if you're around him 24/7. I think you've got to be a little bit weird yourself to be able to hang out with Sean O'Malley for that one. Yeah, same. But what I loved as well was after Sean had his fight, the whole exchange with Chito Vera.
The money.
The whole money. I know we talked about it before. I just found it so funny. That the fighters now are posting, like, after fights, just posting themselves with big joints in their mouth. You know what I mean? Like, before, back in the day, like maybe even 5 years ago,
they were getting pulled up for it. Like, Diaz was getting almost fucking
not even
pulled out of fights for it. And
shit.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Now they're able to post, like, social media pictures with it and stuff. It's just wild.
Yeah, like fucking. Obviously, Sean obviously posted one of them with the belt on, smoking.
Yeah, man.
Walking around like that.
Yeah, and Chito did this. Obviously not with a belt, but Chito did this the same. Huge, man. It was like the size of his arm.
I will say, did you see Sean O'Malley's one? It was like the next morning after your champion. It was like him walking out his front door and he's like, hi, yeah.
Yeah.
Champion. Yeah, hi, yeah, champion.
I saw them. You see the video of them all dancing and partying in the nightclub to his song, to that Superstar song.
No, I haven't actually seen that.
That was really good. That was with the Nelk Boys. He went out with on the night. How the fuck did the Nelk Boys get around so much? By the way,
they're involved in everything.
Yeah,
but they're good mates with Dana White.
Yeah, I don't know where how did that relationship even start?
I don't even know where that came from. I don't know, because he started, like, he was giving them money for their birthdays and then they're the one that bought him the Sprinter that's covered in the Howler Head stuff. Because I don't know if it's to do with Howler Head, because obviously
I just wonder how they knew each other and got into each other. You know,
it's probably something to do with that. It's probably something to do with one of them asking one of them to promote something, like.
Maybe, yeah.
Like, because Howler Head's Dana White's company.
Yeah,
and it's fucking everywhere now. And I think the Nelk Boys have a lot to do with it. So it's maybe something with that.
Fair. No, they took off. They took off last year. Like, they went from never hearing about them till they're absolutely everywhere. They're partying with all the UFC guys.
Because was it not Steve will do it? Is he part of the Nelk Boys?
Yeah,
he was friends with them or something.
I don't know, to be honest. I've never really watched the content of that, but I've just seen them everywhere.
Steve will do it and Bradley Martin, like they're all friends and shit.
It's my phone vibrating in my arse.
It's ungrabbed.
Yeah, I saw that Bradley Martin. He's getting a lot of stick from people again.
What for?
It's just always just asking people to fight thing.
Yeah, because I'm 260, bro. I'm 260.
Yeah, but he is quite funny with that, to be fair. I have to give him that.
It's very clear that he's doing it because people have made like sort of like memes and stuff about it. It's clear he's just doing it now just to keep it going, which is like good tactics because it works.
Although it'll get tired quick, but just as quick as fucking.
Well,
Dylan
he's talking
Dennis
about having a
posting
fucking fight with Minnie Mouse.
Yeah.
With fucking Mighty Mouse.
Minnie Mouse. Minnie Mouse.
Yeah, he was gonna have a fight with Mighty Mouse.
Who wins that fight?
Mighty Mouse wins that fight. It takes. I don't think it'll be as. Nah, do you know what? It would be inside round one anyway. I'll tell you that one. It would be a submission.
It's got to be a quick one.
Yeah, he's not KOing him. It's going to be inside round one. He submits him. Somehow.
And he can't be grabbed. He can't be grabbed.
Nah, do you know what? He fucking can be grabbed because, for him to be an issue, he would have to get grabbed, be on the ground, and be fully on his back. Have Bradley holding him down before the strength would really be what would cover. You know what I mean?
Type of fight we talking here?
MMA, full or street fight. They were talking MMA, street fight, anything. It doesn't matter. It goes the same way.
Yeah, fair enough.
Mighty Mouse gets him down, takes him down, trips him up, like gets him in a single, trips him up, and then sits, and then he breaks his arm, triangles him, rear naked chokes him, some shit like that.
It's still a fight I want to see because of the height difference. David Goliath.
Heavy watch it. It'd be hilarious.
Yeah. David and Goliath type thing. Only on stature, not on ability. I
think, like I say, it's under. I understand there's amount of size that just you can't overcome.
Yeah.
Like there is amount of size, but see when you're somebody as high level as Mighty Mouse, it's like at that point it doesn't really fucking matter. Eh? Like when you get someone that hasn't really trained MMA or hasn't really trained things like jiu-jitsu and that, and you put them in with somebody that level, it's like, oh, you don't even understand. Like you do not understand the level of difference that encompasses. Like,
of course.
Like there was one Mikey Musumeci. He's like a 140-pound guy.
Yeah,
he's fighting soon. In IBJJF competition, he put himself into the absolutes, and he had to go up against the biggest guy there that day. And honestly, Steve, like I can't remember how much they said he weighed, but it was near like 200 kilo.
Oof.
Like the guy's fucking huge, and Mighty Mouse beat
yeah. My head's just went as well. He's
Mikey Musumeci. He beat him.
Musumeci, that's it.
He beat him, and even though the weight advantage was like the best part, like 60-70 kilo weight advantage, and he still beat him.
Yeah,
so it's like
it's the level in it.
There's a level that just doesn't make a difference, and the bigger you are, the slower you are, and the bigger you are, the easier you tend to be to take down. But not necessarily like straight up like wrestling style, but like by being tripped and just caught off balance, it's easier when you're bigger. You know what I mean? It's easier to get someone off balance and shit like that. And somebody like Mighty Mouse will get him off balance.
Yeah, for sure.
Flying armbar.
I'm still gonna watch it, man. I still would watch it. I'd still watch it. That's why I like the whole influencer scene in that, because you just see random people scrapping, and it's not like they're training their whole life just to fight, and they're going to be. It's not a technical bout, which boxing that is. You know what I mean? I love boxing for like watching the technical punches and playing the chess match and pulling people in and stuff like that. But see, when you watch the influencer boxing, and it's just overhand rights. It's just overhand rights or left hooks. That's it. That's all they've got, man. They only know how to throw 3 punches.
Like, see, they always
none of them know how to throw a jab.
They call them gimmick fights, and they're like, "Oh, this is a gimmick fight." I'm like, "Fucking shower me in gimmick fights, man." They're the
100%, man. 100%.
Shower me in nonsense fights.
It's like 2 novices who are just gonna bang. That's all I want to see, man.
That's why a lot of the time, like prelims or like undercards can be better than main events, because it's 2 people that just like slang it out.
Pressure's off as well, kind of. Like, we're not off because you're still fighting on the UFC.
I think it's different. It's more like they're trying to get into the limelight, so they're just like it's all or nothing for them. You know what I mean? And it's like, and then it's the same with these people that aren't as trained, because they come in and they're like, they have no idea what they're doing, so it's just rah, and it's just all out, and it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, and then you see what somebody's made of when they get the first punch in the face, man. Once they get that first jab,
get the first swabble, and
not even the first. Not even the first wobble, just the first like stiff jab, and head comes back a bit. You're like, oh.
Yeah, when you realise if your fight or flight works or not.
Yeah,
you're like, it's one or the other.
If you're really about it or not, we're about to find out. But that's why I really enjoy the influencer scene. Big talk on the influencer scene. I know you're not into it that much, right? But the Kingpin tournament, right? You know about the 8-man tournament that was going down?
Yeah.
It was influencer. There was going to be like round robin after that. Quarterfinal, semi-final. Yeah. We're on to the final. It's in jeopardy again. They've lost $3 million after the first show. you know Wade Plem, the commentator guy.
Yeah.
So they're due him like £45,000 or something.
For commentating?
For commentating, he was meant to get paid like 25,000 for each event that he did, which is mad money to be getting paid for commentating. But it's quite.
Some people's yearly salary, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The guy worked hard though. But they lost a lot of money. So people like Eniso and Gibb, they got paid before they fought. But there's a lot of fighters that were fighting on there, like Elle Brooke, who didn't get paid. So she still hasn't been paid for her second fight, which she lost. So she lost and then still hasn't got paid. So her reputation is now kind of ruined because she got beat by somebody who's not really that great. The Brazilian girl, she's fine, but she's not that amazing. She's just a lot bigger than Elle. So Elle was the smallest person in the tournament. So now she's lost her fight, reputation, and she didn't get paid. You know what I mean?
Sorry, I'm sure she could make some money.
Only fans' money is going to be fine for her.
Filled in by another Brazilian.
Yeah, probably. No doubt. But so the Kingpin has. It looks like they're down the drain. That's what it seems. So it looks like the tournament's not
I was
getting
confused
finished.
between Kingpin and Misfits, but Kingpin's the other one.
Yes, so Misfits is the one that's got signed with DAZN. They have a 5-year contract.
That's
with
JJ's
DAZN.
one.
Yes, that's KSI's one. Yeah, that's the one. They've got a 5-year contract with DAZN, which means they've got guaranteed shows.
Yeah.
With guaranteed income from DAZN, all these sponsorship deals. The Kingpin are like the show stars, all these other like type of influencer events that just pop up out of nowhere. Clash of Creators. Some of them are ran pretty well.
Yeah, but they're not particularly well advertised. I don't think you just don't see them as much. Which
you
is
do in the
issue.
influencer scene, which I'm not saying I'm in, but that's the kind of like realm that I watch.
You're more in it than I am.
Yeah, 100%. And so I see it. But basically, none of them really work. Misfits is the one that's got the deal done. They've got a 5-year deal. But the problem with that is fighters work on a budget, so they're not getting paid 10 million a fight, which Eniso and Gibb might be, or 5 mil a fight, which they want to be getting paid. You know what I mean? I don't even know how much they earn.
Surely won't be that much.
It might not be, but they all have to work on a budget. So Misfits has events that they put on all the time. They can't just be paying every single influencer 50 grand to fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know how much they get paid. But because they all get fight bonuses of like 10 grand, 20 grand, whatever it is. They have a good system in place. And it seems now that that's the only place to go if you want to fight on the influencer scene. Because you can't trust anyone else. There's too many people haven't got paid. I'm telling you right now, start throwing hands, man.
I don't know. I'm just not the boxing type, mate. If they done influencer fucking MMA, that'd be fucking great.
You still need to throw a punch in MMA.
Yeah, no, but not as much. It doesn't have to be as good.
You just need to fake it.
Yeah. You have to, if anything, you need to be really good at missing punches.
Yeah. Covering up as you go in for the double leg.
Right, I'll make you a deal, Steve. If we ever become famous in this thing, I'll start striking. I'll do a boxing match.
You gotta do one.
I'll happily do it here. If we become fucking influencers, I hate using that word, but if it was to ever become fucking famous off doing this, like I'll do that.
I think you should do it. I think you should do an MMA bout before you're 40 anyway. Just at least one. You got to try it.
I said I was going to do them before I was 30, but I've only got a fucking year and a bit to go before that happens. So
that's not happening.
No, you're right.
It's not.
I really want to, and I know I'm going to live the rest of my life infuriated at myself that I haven't done it.
Why don't you just stand in your house on your days off, just punch the wall? Just stand there punching the wall. Like I used to do kicking a football against the fence. You just stand there punching the wall. You'll be fine. A year and a half. We fighting.
Just beating the fuck out of my flat.
Yeah. Coming bare boned. You need to do it.
I could just get them to teach me how to box.
Yeah, do it, man.
I've done a bit. Like I've trained some Muay Thai, just not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know how to punch.
Yeah,
but in fact,
it's
guaranteed better than half of the people that are on them fucking shows.
It's the footwork you need to really learn.
Which is easier because the footwork we do, I'm used to somebody kicking me in the fucking legs. So you've got to think about it. I don't think about my feet.
But a lot of the time you're on the ground. You know what I mean when you do your jiu-jitsu. This time you're bouncing
when
on
we
your
do
feet
like
all the time.
MMA sparring,
I know.
sparring and
but you spend a lot of your cardio is great for the type of thing you're doing.
Yeah, I've got good cardio when it comes to like anaerobic, like when you're fucking gassed out and like really tired, but like general like cardio for like jogging or like slow pace stuff, like not my body doesn't handle it too well.
It is different. It's a different type of cardio.
Like I could have like do jiu-jitsu where it's like full hardcore intense, someone try to kill you for like half an hour, but if you ask me to run for more than 20 minutes, I'm like, it gets tough. Like,
I gave up on doing anything athletic recently, just because I've been back to work for so much. Gave up on it all. Need to get back
especially
to
for you, it's hard to find time to, man. You've got long days.
Yeah, I need to speak about the. Sorry, we need to speak about the whole kind of life I lived while I was away working. Explain to the people what chefing's actually like, because I don't think people really appreciate chefs in general. Not that I'm saying, oh my god, I'm so underappreciated in my job.
Love me.
Yeah, it's more like I had no idea when I got into it. You know what I mean? Like when I got into chefing, I had no idea what type of hours they worked. I had no idea what type of stuff they had. What went into provide the service that we do.
I only knew it was intense. From
of course.
Watching fucking
Hell's Kitchen and all that stuff growing up.
Says from watching Hell's Kitchen. That's why I know it's intense from that.
That's what I feel like. I expect it to kind of be like that, which is not really now.
No.
But it'd be good to give the people a breakdown of what's like. Yeah, I've had stuff thrown at me in that, but nothing major. I've never been injured by anyone throwing anything at me. Put it that way. But I've had lots of stuff thrown at me.
I've injured myself working sorry, I will call it catering because I wasn't a chef.
Yeah, well, don't get me wrong, I've injured myself quite a few times, but
I closed up myself with an oven tray.
Oof.
Finest moment, right around the neck.
Oh, that was when you were in the bakery, no?
Yeah, absolutely fucking wiped myself out, man.
Nah. I've injured myself quite a few times, never enough to be sent home, but I've definitely injured myself a few times at work.
Probably, I'll guarantee you've been injured enough to warrant being sent home, but
yes,
just haven't been.
For sure. To be honest, mate, I think that's it for the week. I don't think we've done much else.
It wasn't a terribly riveting one. My whole focus was around being ready for that comp and that, so it
you smashed it again.
Took away my fucking my time for everything else.
Yeah. Just a little behind the scenes. We had no idea what we were going to talk about this week, and not once when we were discussing it did we ever think about your competition.
I did. I just didn't want to be that guy. I don't want to be like, Steve, let's talk about me.
Why did you not bring it up to me?
I don't know, because
I started off talking about my week, and I was like,
it's because I'm humble. Namaste.
Oh, come on, man! I don't need to hear that. I need some ego in my life,
I
man.
don't want to turn around and be like, so what we've done this week? Me.
Yes,
it's all about me.
That's what I want. That's what I need.
Oh dear.
That's the way you need to be when you do double gold silver, man. Come on.
It's great, but it's almost. I'm going to rock up back to work tomorrow morning and mean absolutely nothing to all these people in the workshop.
Who cares about any of them?
I'm going to walk up and just be Cowie the engineer again.
It means nothing to the people at my work, right? But I walked around telling everybody. I told all the waitresses, everybody. I even saw. I saw the. No, I didn't see the video. I thought I saw a video of you rolling, maybe. And I think I was showing it to people while I was at work. Maybe on Instagram or something. The Jacks post it.
Well, they posted one today.
Yeah, I saw that. I shared that.
Dale posted one on the Jacks.
No, it was your photos. It was the photos of you with your double goals. I was like, look at this cat, man. Savage.
Because Dale put the video that they posted, Jacks. What that is like what we've been working on this last couple of weeks. I've been working on like judo style slide bys. Yeah. Like judo stuff, some slide bys into foot sweeps, and that's exactly what you just like slide by and foot sweep. Hit it perfectly, and then got a nice pass off it. So got named and shamed.
Was that points? That was points because he stood you up, no?
No, he stood us up just because we went towards the end. So he reset after that. He reset us back in the middle in that takedown position.
I was wondering why you got up at the end of the clip.
Yeah, it's just because we went out of bounds, so he called it. Because the boy, he called it and went out of bounds. I got the takedown. He stood us up and went back to the middle, and the boy was against, thought we were going to start from the feet again. And he was like, start from the feet. I was like, you clown. Like, I've just absolutely, like, fucking put you on your back and then passed your guard as well. You think they're going to be like, no, start from the feet.
Very good.
Like, yeah, not a chance, bro. Get down. You see me in the video. I'm like, lie down. And then even the ref's like, move. And he's like, there. And the guy turns around to obviously like try and get me to go side control on the other side, which it must have been like his preferred side, but I'd gotten passed into the side that I prefer working from, so I was like, no, like walked around him and then like got down. I was like, I think I'll take where I was, mate. So,
nice.
Yeah, it was good.
That's like little sneaky tactic. I take it.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just a lot of people prefer to work from one side. Yeah, so he's going to be like, he's obviously going to prefer me to go for the strong side, but I'd passed purposely to the side that I'm better at. Like, I'm better at setting things up off the right hand side when my right hand side's at their head end. So I was like, no, I'll go back there, please.
Okay, I was just wondering why you stood up at the end of that, but that makes a lot of sense.
Just because it
You
went out of
bounds.
bounds. Yeah.
Fair. I was wondering if you scored a point or something and he made you restart, but
Scored
you don't.
2.
Yeah, you don't restart
Actually,
after scoring a point, do you?
Scored 5. I scored 5 points there. 2 for a takedown and 3 for a guard pass. So actually,
Nice.
5 points for that.
But you don't restart after gaining points, do you?
No, not at all.
I
That's
didn't think
like
so.
wrestling. Like if you get points. Now this one, it's you only stop for like a submission or like say if it goes out of bounds and they reset it. But like it all depends what happens. Like if I'd taken him down and we'd gone absolutely way over into the other mat, they would call the fight. They would stop it and then they would reset us back on our feet. But I would get 1 point.
Okay.
Because obviously you have to settle the position to get points. So I have to take him down and keep him down for 3 seconds.
Okay.
But obviously, if you go too far off the mats and it's a
interrupt another
danger, and they have to stop it straight away. So rather than trying to be like, well, we'll try and work the position you were in, they just start you from your feet and you get sort of like an advantage point style thing.
Okay. Well,
So
fair.
you're getting a point for beating that. But I was like, held him down. I was like, no, we're here.
No, well,
We're with this bit.
well, we should have went with that from right from the get go.
Mhm.
But yeah, you're a champ. I was buzzing about that. My guy.
Yeah, well, it was good. Like it was good.
And next week, I'm excited for the podcast
buzzing.
next week, mate.
Yeah,
next
me
next
too.
week. I should have said this at the start because no one's going to be listening now. You best. Next week we've got Lee Mitchell coming on the pod.
Yes.
That we both known for a long time. Again, I grew up round the corner from me, just down the road. Went to the same primary school, then same high school. He was a couple years older, and even his younger brother, I think, was only a year older than us. Lee.
Yeah, I knew him from being like out in the cars
Jed,
and stuff.
sorry.
Like partied with him a few times and stuff like that as well. and
Yeah,
stuff.
nice guy.
Yeah, legend.
Yeah, but absolute madman.
Yeah.
Madman. He'll do anything for a thrill. He's
Yeah, adrenaline.
probably
junkie, that's the
most
definition.
known for his tombstoning, for his jumping off really high things into water that he probably shouldn't be backflipping, doing all sorts.
Yeah, madness.
But he's a madman that loves adrenaline, and he's going to come over to the pod next week and have a wee chat with us and tell us all about his story, how he got started doing what he's doing. He's had quite an eventful life. He's had some injuries. He's done loads of
he's had
things.
some
He's
crazy
now
journeys, so.
he's a father, so that'll come with its own challenges.
excited
Doing what
for
he's
that,
doing.
like.
I'm excited for the podcast to
Yeah.
hear with him. So tune in next week to hear that one. And once again, thanks for listening, guys, and peace.
Peace.